We are here because we are tired.
Yes.
And we are tired of being tired. To the microphones, and we speak to people, eyeball to eyeball. That's why we are here. We're using the globally acceptable strategy and format to demand that which our fathers have been demanding for. So blow, blow, let alone bust. Nobody will blow any blow. So if they are waiting for us to react the way that we have always reacted, they will wait for a very long time. Because we have changed the driver and we have changed the vehicle. It is no longer the German speaking for the Jones, or the Igbo man speaking for the Igbos, or the Bibio man speaking. It is us speaking for us. We are the people. People. That's why we are here. We are not people. Enough of this slavery. Enough of this journey. We're tired. We are absolutely tired.
The chairman of the Solemn Assembly, Ikemba Colonel Joe Achuzia, gave his address.
Over the years in the animation, they once come the division in which they carry out the program of denying all the right of self-determination. The secretary has set it up, and you are seeing all in the screen before you. All I will say is that being the chairman here, I will enjoin everybody to adhere strictly to what we have discussed.
The high point of the event was the address by the president of the Lower Niger Congress, Fred Agbeyegbe, Esquire.
We're all mostly, except for Jonathan and Shagari, self-appointed heads of states who committed treason and coups and took over this country and are the people responsible for all the problems we have in this country today. And what happened when Nigeria had a problem? They were the ones that were called to come and solve the problems they themselves had created. And who are these people? There was General Abdul Salam, the one who lied on the pages of your constitution that you came together to decide that we have agreed to be ruled by the constitution. And in a voice vote that you took earlier here today, you have said you did not have such a meeting, so how could you have had such a decision? Yes. Who was the next one? Your present president-elect. The Kupis. And Kupis commit treason, but not in Nigeria. Here in Nigeria, they come back to come and rule you. Yes, well, you elected him as your president, so good luck to you. Now, who is the next one? Oh, Babangida. You all know the story. I don't need to repeat it. He was the one who deprived you of the party that the person that you chose as president overwhelmingly. He cancelled it. And nothing happened. They killed him in the end. And what did he do? He appointed Shoneko, who did not contest an election, to become your president and head of state. I was one of those who went to court, in which a court of law of Nigeria decided that Shoneko's government was illegal. Since that time, at each and every council of state, Seneca is invited and he goes. He what capacity? And the head of state that the court of law that was not appealed said was illegal. So what is Nigeria? A place where there's one law but the high and another law but the low. What else did you see? As we speak, all cases in court about Buhari not qualifying to contest have been thrown out. Would it have happened if it were you or me? No. Could you have gotten into the army because your principal wrote a statement saying he did not write the exam, but if he wrote it, he would pass? So for what reason do I want to become a star? I have had the privilege of practicing law outside this country, where the title or the equivalent of the word "Sam" comes from, where they say you are a Queen's Counsel. It's a body of people with the highest of principles. My dear brethren, in Nigeria, it is not so. Now, what are we saying here today? I'm welcoming you as president of Lower Niger Congress. We put this body together to protect our interests, because even the putting together of Nigeria in 1914 was to come and take your assets, not the assets of every Nigerian, the assets of the people of the Lower Niger. And look at all of you sat here. What is the population of the people of Lower Niger? I'm talking about Abia, Rivers, Delta, Edo. As large as the area is, the population of that place is still very small compared to the resources that the good Lord has given to you in your backyard, under the bases of your river and all of that. That is what they all want. That is what the British wanted. That is what all the people who are now claiming that they are your masters and you are theirs, that they want. But like my secretary has told you, the United Nations says you have the right to self-determination. You cannot be forced to continue with this enslavement. The last try that we had was to get this country to sit down and talk about how we are going to relate to each other. What did they say in the end? It is a no-go area. So, if you want to continue as a slave, I don't. But let me remind you of one thing. It's all very well to sit here and shout as loud as you like and say yea or nay. But the test is yet to come. On the 29th of May, a successor to Ahmadu Bello and Uthman Danfodio is going to be your president. He had at his command all the forces of oppression. He is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Nigeria. The question I want to ask you is, are you going to turn your yes into no when that time comes?